Oh boy, oh dear, oh good golly goodness. What's up? Let's talk about whatever this is. I'm your host, Noah, and today we were talking about the 2000 animated something, Titanic, The Legend Goes On. I'm not the first to do a video on this. There's one by Danny Gonzalez. It's very funny. Go check it out. Link down below. But we're not here to talk about a person with 6,159,978 more subscribers than me. This is my channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh dear God. By the way, this will be a long video. It's not really a long movie, but so much happens, I literally have to cover everything, or else nothing will make sense. So, the beginning is the end. The Titanic is sinking. That was a short movie. I wish it was the end, but unfortunately it's not. And I know the directors are trying to do something different, but it doesn't work with Titanic. I mean, even though, the boat's gonna sink, it just doesn't work. Also, why does this lady look so happy that this guy died? She's just crazy. Then the main character, Angelica, has a flashback before she gets on the Titanic, and her stepmother and stepsiblings are making fun of her because she misses her mom, which is not nice. Don't be a jerk. I'm just gonna go over the unimportant characters with music in the background. Then we get introduced to William and his nanny. Her character name, Nanny. They're rich, but unlike every other rich guy, he is a soul. And is nice. And isn't a lizard person. When Angelica's getting on the boat, she dropped her box with her locket, which if it was so special to her, why wasn't she wearing the locket? Anyway, she gets the box, but not the locket, and the secretary to William sees it and grabs it. And Angelica finds a mouse, so there's a whole subplot of animals on the ship. It's bad. There's this Jessica Rabbit-looking girl, this male bird, this band of Mexican mice on tour. That's aged well. And this guy Gaston, the secretary of William, which I've told you about earlier. And this guy is always hitting on Jessica Rabbit. She's not really Jessica Rabbit. I think her name's Molly or something, but it's kind of creepy. As I was writing the script for this video, I was like, I have written hundreds of words, and I am nowhere close to done. This movie goes on at a rapid-fire pace, and you don't realize what's happened until it happened. It was very difficult to write notes for this movie. Now we're in the cargo hold where the animals live, and there's this dog, a rapping dog, who sings a song about how it's party time. And as weird as its placement is in the Titanic movie, it's kind of a bop. I'll play a little bit of it.
I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time. Party time, it's party time.
Anyway, William is in his room and his nanny is like, "Oh, William, you don't need to study, you were on a boat." And he's like, "No, I'm a huge nerd. I want my first building to go up in America." And his secretary is like, Progress, I could be your boss. Who knows? I sure don't. I'm going to go outside for a walk. Goodbye." Down a hallway, Angelica is carrying some laundry when it's knocked over by William. So he helps her pick it up. Now, clearly, William has never talked to a girl, much like me. I don't want to talk about it. William touches her hand, and she makes the right decision of leaving. On the deck, Angelica is talking to Granny, and a whiny brat in first class loses their ball down to the third class deck. Ew. Poor people. William goes to get it, and then what? Why he waddle like that? Penguins aren't in the North Atlantic. I think I didn't pay attention in school much. Angelica just disappeared. So William goes up to Granny, and she leaves in the middle of the conversation. Which, come on, Granny. That's rude. Inside the ship, the secretary gives the singer the locket that used to belong to Angelica, and it zooms into a very interesting place. Isn't this a kids' movie? Anyway, she chugs this champagne and goes up to sing a knockoff of My Heart Will Go On. And honestly, it's kind of a bop. Outside, William meets Angelica. They dance for a total of 5 seconds, and then he finds out her name. Like a weirdo. Angelica wants to go to dinner in first class with Will, but she has nothing to wear. But much like in James Cameron's Titanic, the nice lady gives the poor person nice clothing. And then in the next scene, she's reporting her locket missing to the first officer. That's weird. And then for some reason, the singer is back in her room to take a shower. And then the animals get the locket and give it back to Angelica so she can go to the dinner. Much like in Titanic, she can go to first class because she looks rich. Don't you just love classism? But the singer sees Angelica wearing the locket, and she thinks Angelica stole it. But the first officer mentions that it is back with its rightful owner, so the singer is mad at the secretary, and she slaps him. Then William and Angelica kiss, which she didn't say yes to, and it looks like he kind of grabbed her. But when they give an overview of the ship, the fourth smokestack has smoke coming out of it, which wouldn't happen because on Titanic, the fourth smokestack was the dummy snack, so it wouldn't have smoke on it. Which is worse, consent or historical accuracy? So the Titanic is smooth sailing and they see some ice. It's probably nothing. So oh my god, how'd that get there? I don't understand. This animation is choppier than a Food Network show. Anyway, the Titanic hits an iceberg, which, that came out of nowhere. And William goes down to third class to save Angelica, a girl he's known her name for a collective 7 hours. Which at least in Titanic, they knew each other's names for a longer period of time. Anyway, the boat is sinking, and the knockoff Celine Dion starts to sing a song to calm the passengers.
Party time, it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine because it's party time. Party time, it's party time.
And now we're back to where we started. Angelica's on a lifeboat, but William is not. He grabs the kid and falls into the water like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take you with me. The pacing of the sinking in this movie is so bad, because right now, Will's foot is stuck to the stern, but then the next shot, the ship is breaking, which had already happened 30 seconds earlier. Meanwhile, on the lifeboat, in a shocking turn of events, Nanny turns out to be Angelica's mom. What? I did not see that coming. I am not emotionally prepared for this. Anyway, William gets on a lifeboat with Angelica and the movie ends. Oh wait, there's a Where Are They Now segment? I'll tell you where they are now. At the bottom of the ocean. It's completely disregarding that the Titanic was a tragedy that killed 1,500 people. So we are finished. This was a bad movie. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to watch it, which I beg of you, don't. And there are 2 more of these knockoff Titanic movies I'm going to do eventually. And with all that said, that's a wrap.